'Cause we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1. Yes, we're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
What's up, Dolphins? If you watched my season prediction video for last year, you may know that I was quite pessimistic, predicting only 6 wins. The Dolphins got 7. You think I was pessimistic last year? Oh boy. This is a brutal schedule for the Dolphins. But it looks like they're probably going to be tanking this season. So I'm going to be sounding pretty repetitive, saying loss after loss, but we're going to get into this. In week 1, the Dolphins traveled to Vegas. I think they can get a win there. I honestly do. If Mendoza is starting, it's going to be his first game against NFL defense, even if it is the Dolphins defense, which sucks. You know, rookie quarterbacks often have a hard time adjusting, or if it's Kirk Cousins, you can still beat Kirk. So the Dolphins might start out 1-0. And then they travel to San Francisco. Definitely a loss there, because they're probably going to be healthy in week 2. At home opener against the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. That's a loss. In Minnesota, pretty good team, so I expect a loss there. At home against the Bengals. It's pretty early in the season, so Joe Burrow is probably going to be healthy. That's a loss. You're going to be 1-4 heading into the bye. After the bye, you have a pretty easy opponent in the Jets. But I expect them to split with the Jets this season. I think us, the Jets, and the Cardinals are going to be fighting for the first overall pick. Since this game is in New York, I have it as a loss for the Dolphins. Then you're going to New England. Or no, you're at home against New England, sorry. That's a loss. You're at home against Detroit. That's a loss. You're going to Indianapolis. Hey, that went so well last time, didn't it? That's a loss. You're in Buffalo. Yeah, that's not going to go well. That's a loss. At home against the Jets, I have that as a win. You're splitting against the Jets. In Denver, absolutely not. At home against the Bears, nope. In Green Bay, nope. Especially in cold weather at that point in the season. Then you have 2 home games in a row against the Chargers and the Bills. Those are both losses. And then you travel to New England for another loss on the season. Now, this is probably going to be a tanking season. Probably for Arch Manning would be the main goal. This last season, he didn't convince me. I don't think he's a number 1 overall pick. I think his name is carrying way too much weight, but we'll have to see on that. Like I said, we're probably going to be competing with the Cardinals and the Jets for that pick. And also, there could be a couple upset wins in there. Late in the season against the Bills and the Patriots. They're A, divisional games, and B, they might be resting starters at this point in the season. So you might catch a win against one of those two, and then maybe against a middle-tier opponent like the Vikings or the Colts. One of those teams, you might get a win there. I don't know. It's not going to be great. But they're probably going for a QB unless Ewers or Willis suddenly become God for some reason. But yeah, it's not going to be a pretty season. It's going to look like 2019, probably worse, because with this schedule, I don't see them winning a bunch of games in a row. It's going to be a painful one, but it's what the Dolphins need. This last rebuild built a flashy team, but a team that could not win. They just couldn't. So, we'll have to see what happens. Blessed be, fins up.